Heather.
Oh, Joe asked me to tell you he's coming home.
Why didn't you give me the phone?
I had to talk to him. I wanted to tell him about the gun.
Look, Joe's down in Mexico looking for Scotty Baldwin and taking a well-deserved break from his problems around here.
Problems? I suppose you're talking about me.
I don't want him going on any guilt trips because of what happened with Sarah and that gun she gave him.
I think he may feel pretty guilty.
Oh, and you'd enjoy that, wouldn't you?
What about Hutch? I've been watching what's been happening here since you've had him hidden down in the basement.
Thanks for the concern.
I'm just worried about you, Rose, that's all. I can tell you're getting involved, and that only can lead to trouble.
Do you mind if I handle my own problems?
Rose, you know he's going to go eventually. Where does that leave you?
I think we've discussed this subject enough.
Rose, what about Joe? What do you think it would do to his legal career if people found out Hutch was hiding here?
I said that's enough, Heather. I don't want you to say a word to Joe about Hutch. Do you understand me?
Sure, Rose. I understand. I only wonder what would happen to your business here if people heard about it. I guess you'll just have to suffer the consequences.
Come on, boys, hurry up. Get the door closed. That's it. Hi, Rose.
Hi, Bert.
I found a couple of friends down the block who could use some tender, loving care.
Well, you came to the right place. We've got a few warm spots around here somewhere.
Good. Hello,
Hello, Captain
Heather.
Ramsey.
Hi. Rose,
Yeah.
I'm going to spend the rest of the night here in case you need a helping hand. It won't cause any problem, will it, my hanging around?
No, Bert, that's fine. That's good.
Good. Come on, boys, come on. Boy, I tell you, it is murder out there. Hey.
Here you go.
Okay, thank you. We're running out of blankets
Yeah.
here. Good.
This hawk is getting meaner and meaner and meaner.
You know, Amy was right. When does this mush team rest?
Well, I guess when the weather starts thawing out.
And you know what? I'm not going to hold my breath for that one. Oh, boy. I am really tired.
You know what, doll? I think I owe you an apology.
What'd you do to me this time?
Oh, I guess for treating you like a thoughtless, flip little kid. You've proven yourself to be more of a woman than I ever thought possible. I'm quite proud of you.
Wow, I don't believe it. I mean, that's the sweetest, kindest word you've ever said to me.
I mean every word of it.
Amy, Georgia, great news. Luke is alive.
Oh, I'm glad we've got some good news to cheer about.
We don't know all the details yet, but we do know that he's with Laura and he's on an island somewhere in the Atlantic. You're putting me on.
No,
Come on.
true.
Come on, Amy. Look, we're talking about Luke Spencer.
Well, I guess anything's possible when he's involved.
I hate to break up this happy little gathering.
Oh, we were talking about my brother.
I see. Well, Dan and I want to thank each of you for pitching in the way you have, for doing the impossible by keeping this hospital open under the most difficult conditions. But now we must ask a little more of you.
Here we go again.
You name it, Steve.
The kids in pediatrics, they're cold and they're scared. We need people up there to calm them down, talk to them, read to them, anything to help them get to sleep.
Well, troops, I think that sounds like our cue to go help out, huh?
Well, I'm ready.
Well, it's one way to put me to sleep, and I don't think you mind joining us, do you, Amy?
Thanks, Claudia.
I need Amy down here.
You do?
She's been a very valuable and key person during this emergency.
I have.
She has.
And I want to thank you for it, Amy. As a matter of fact, I want to thank all of you.
Come on, anybody to the Express to pediatrics?
Okay, let's go.
Take care.
Well, I'm sure I can organize this blanket brigade a little more efficiently. Will you please excuse me?
You know, I hardly know how to put into words how I feel about our staff tonight.
I know. They really are wonderful.
I feel so proud of them. I feel like handing out medals.
Well, that's why they're working so hard, because they know how much you appreciate it.
Who knows how long everybody will keep it up.
Relay.
Relay, this is Control. Come in. Do you read me? Relay, come in. What is the problem about contacting Port Charles?
Weather conditions in Port Charles still interfering with transmission.
I don't care about that. Victor Cassadine is getting very impatient. Do you read me?
Roger. We are doing everything we can to establish contact.
Well, do it faster. Faster! We have an emergency here. Do you understand? Out. Emergency. 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 Cassadine, stop me. Venezuela. That's it. That's it. That's it. Venezuela.
Looks like we're approaching the 0 hour, Valentine.
Yes.
I think we better take a look at the bottom line.
Well, we have taken a look, Mr. Rooney. Everybody knows what's going to happen when the freeze gets worse.
That's the part I don't understand. I've never seen morale at such a high pitch in this hospital.
That's because of you and Dr. Hardy. You've done a wonderful job of keeping this hospital functioning.
What's going to happen to that morale when it becomes unbearably cold? And it is going to, isn't it?
Well, I can only speculate, just like the rest of you.
Well, it doesn't take much speculation to know the suffering that cold's going to cause when it hits bottom.
I hope you've got some contingency plans for when that happens.
Well, if you can call them that. Steve and I have gone over everything we could think of in the way of plans in case of any emergency. But it all comes up still black.
Well, all you can do is keep going, keep working long as you can.
Yeah, that's one thing for sure. We got to keep everybody on their feet and moving.
What about the power and heat for this hospital?
Well, if either one of them goes out, we're in trouble in the intensive care units. Rick's trying to beat the odds in OR by scheduling all the surgical procedures before the 0 hour.
Well, that'll give some of the patients a fighting chance.
Be fine for some of them. But let's face it, Valentine. We could lose some of them.
Robert, can't you figure it out yet?
I've only got several hundred more combinations to go. How can I miss?
With your permission.
Just don't make any sudden moves.
Would you prefer me to stand against the wall with my hands on my head?
I've given that considerable thought. But you appear to be quite docile now.
What difference does it make?
Difference of life and death, Victor, specifically yours, if I don't get this bloody door open.
Robert, Laura, find out from Victor exactly where this island is located.
Listen, have you got that lever released yet?
No, it's locked tight. I can't budge it.
What about Port Charles? Have you made contact yet?
No, luck, darling. The relay station tells me that because of the weather we can't get through. I'm gonna keep leaning on him. Abracadabra. Right. Relay station, this is Island. Come in.
Go ahead, please.
What are you doing there, playing jacks? Will you put me through to Port Charles? I asked you this 15 minutes ago.
We anticipate locking in transmission at any moment.
Right, I know, and you told me that 5 minutes ago.
Please stand by.
Stand by. Stand by while Port Charles dies. Die. Die. Signs of Greek. Greece. Socrates.
Well, any luck?
Yeah, we're getting some kind of transmission.
Port Charles, come in, please. This is Luke Spencer. Can anybody hear me? Can you hear me? Port Charles, please come in.
We read you, Spencer. This is Valentine at General Hospital.
All right, look. Mikos and Tony Cassadine are dead. We're holding Victor Cassadine prisoner.
Have you unlocked the weather machine?
No, it takes a code fed into a computer. I can't figure out the code. Can you help?
Do you know your location?
Don't go away. Hold on.
Yes, we'll hold. Look, get on that phone to Washington. Tell them we got a location on the island.
Robert, this is Luke. Listen, man, I'm on the wire with Port Charles. Do we know the location of the island?
We're 40 to 60 miles north of Caracas and the Grenadines.
Got it. Stand by. Port Charles, Luke Spencer here. You still there?
Yes, go ahead, Spencer.
All right, I got you an approximate location of the island.
Look, I'm afraid it's too late. We'll try to get this on tape. Go ahead.
All right, we're 40 to 60 miles due north of Caracas.
Check.
In the Grenadines, an uninhabited island.
Oh, yeah, we've got planes in the area, but it's too late. We can never make it on time. Now, what about that weather machine?
But the only thing that's going to stop it is feeding the right code into the computer.
We're on a critical basis here, Spencer. Almost at 0 hour and a total freeze. Can't you do anything to stop it?
We're working on it, man!
It is 15 minutes to 0 hour. Repeat, 15 minutes to 0 hour. You are on your own. Repeat, you're on your own. Do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. I know what you're saying. You're saying if I don't come up with the code, Port Charles is dead and probably all of New York. Thank you.
So they left you down here all alone, huh?
Got my patience. Yes, Noah is upstairs.
Don't stand in the way when Joe gets back.
Don't threaten me, Heather.
You already have Jeff. Isn't one man enough for you? It's been fascinating watching you play nurse.
Well, I wasn't aware that you were paying such close attention.
I always pay close attention to my competitors. It's the only way to win the game.
Okay, we've done the same once before.
Anne, you must feel very special being a trained nurse, doing something so noble, such noble work, something so worthwhile.
It's not going to work, Heather. You're not going to frighten me again.
I'm not trying to frighten you. I'm just telling you how much I admire you. Or at least your profession. Maybe if I had had your background, Anne, maybe I could have done something noble and worthwhile with my life.
I think that everyone has a chance to choose what they want to do in life.
I don't think it's that easy.
Well, I think we all end up with what we deserve, yes.
Well, then, it's not too late for me, is it?
Too late for what, Heather?
Jeff, of course.
Okay, you've taken your shot, Heather.
He asked me for a divorce.
What?
He wrote me a letter. Maybe you should read it sometime. In fact, I want you to read it. I'm not going to let another woman raise my son, Anne. And that's not a threat. That's just a fact of life. You should be able to understand that. You love Jeremy, don't you? You'd fight for him. You wouldn't let another woman take him away from you.
No.
I think you'd fight very hard. Maybe to your death if you had to.
I gave them the location of the island.
Luke, you did it.
Wait a minute, what else?
We'll have to talk about that later.
Luke, don't do that to us. You're stalling again. Tell us what else Valentine said.
They're going to send planes, Laura.
Yeah, go on.
That's it.
Won't get here in time.
What? It's too late. They'll never get here in time. But we can do it. It's no sweat.
Yeah, just like a walk to the corner bar.
Look, if the clock's working, I got 5 minutes, so I gotta go.
Luke,
What?
I love you.
I love you too, baby.
You're not going to let him freeze to death, are you?
No. I'm not gonna let anybody freeze to death. I'll talk to you later. I'm not gonna let anybody freeze. Freeze. That's it. Freeze. That's it. It's got something to do with the weather. Freeze. Storm. That's it. Storm. Snow. Ice. That's it. What do you want, machine? Come on, baby. What do you want from me? You got ice cream. Iceberg. Ice princess. C-E-S-S. Yeah!